Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. We're exploring a very special essential oil, Fragonia. Now the reason I'm so excited about it is because it comes from my home state here in Australia. It's grown in the southwest of Western Australia. It's this beautiful kind of shrubby bush that in January to May gives off these little white flowers with little kind of deep red insides. Now, when we distill the leaves and the twigs of this plant, we get this amazing essential oil that isn't too well known around the world, but has some amazing properties for the body, the mind, and the spirit. And bit by bit, it's starting to send those tendrils of love and power and magic around the world and becoming a little bit more well known. In this video, I'm going to go through all the different ways that I love Fragonia, and hopefully by the end of the video, I can help you to fall in love with this magical oil as well. Fragonia kind of has that antiseptic smell. It's a little bit like tea tree, but a lot sweeter. But I still find it's really great on the skin like tea tree is. So if I've got maybe some pimples, I'll pop it on, or if I've been bitten by an insect or something like that, or just if my skin is feeling just a bit kind of like irritated, I'll mix it in with some moisturizer, or sometimes I'll just pop it neat on, and I find that it just really calms and soothes my skin. In fact, I've found the calming aspect of Fragonia not just to be for the skin, but for the overall body as well. It's kind of calming and rebalancing. When I've traveled, I always take Fragonia with me when I travel, so I've got a little bit of home with me wherever I am. Smelling it or even anointing it and kind of wearing it on my wrist just helps to really rebalance me. I find it helps if I've had a couple of late nights or if I've got jet lag or that type of thing, and just overall really helps with me feeling a little bit healthier. I love it for breathing it in. It really just feels like it's opening up the airways and I can breathe a lot fuller as well. And because of its calming nature, it can be really nice to actually pop in a bedtime diffuser. So I've found when anytime you're feeling a bit out of balance and a bit stressed or out of your comfort zone, in a bad way, in a physical way, and that type of thing, you just kind of want to bring yourself back into center, Fragonia's really good. I've got a friend who's found that it really helps with her menstrual cycles as well, and in balancing and that. So I guess whenever you're feeling a little bit scattered and unbalanced, this is where I'd reach for Fragonia and either pop it in a diffuser or somehow use it topically, either on an area of your body or just anoint yourself in it and smell amazing, like a little bit of WA in Australia. Do you ever have those times where you just want to give up? Well, this is where I would reach for Fragonia. For me, the gift that Fragonia gives the world is hope. And a lot of the time what's happening in the world is it can feel a bit hopeless. But when I'm feeling that way, that's where Fragonia just lifts me up in this really comforting and almost an angelic manner. So if you're feeling downtrodden, defeated, not sure how you're going to go on, then reach for Fragonia. Take a nice couple of deep breaths in and allow it to kind of lift you up a little bit. As you work deeper and more often with Fragonia, you'll find that it actually helps to go looking and helps you to dig up unresolved issues that maybe allow you to trip yourself up, to slip into pessimism, to doubt yourself in different things, and help to heal those once and for all. Fragonia reminds you that you deserve a good life and you deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. So if you are getting, feeling like a bit of a victim, this is a really great oil for helping you feel good within and make the changes that need to be made within so that the world responds to you in that way, but also empowering you to make sure that when people do disrespect you, that you stand up to that and have that respect for yourself and demand that respect for yourself. Fragonia is an amazing oil for cleansing space. Again, when it's all feeling like there's no hope, get your Fragonia out. Either put it in a spritzer with some beautiful natural water and spritz around the space, spritz it over your aura, or just pop it in the diffuser and allow it to lift the energy of the whole space and help you to move on another day. Now, the other great thing about Fragonia is it's renowned for helping to attract soul families. So what's a soul family? You've heard of a soulmate, which is like a romantic partner that you're connected to. A soul family is those people that become your family, whether they be blood or not, that really support you on your spiritual journey. These are the people that want the best for you, that kind of strive with you, walk the path with you, encourage you when you are feeling downtrodden. When we are beaten up on ourselves, it really helps to have some people in our lives that kind of, either kick our ass gently and get us back on track, or give us a big warm hug and tell us that we're actually doing okay. Fragonia not only does it itself for us, but will help to attract other people that will also work with you and do that as well. So that Fragonia and your soul family have all got your back and all helping you along your path. Fragonia has a strong connection to the angelic realm, and it seems that especially children are really drawn to Fragonia, maybe because they still have that close connection to their angels. If you want to connect deeper to the angelic realms, then reach for Fragonia. And if your children are showing any kind of instability or worry on the spiritual realm, or interest in the spiritual realm, or fear of the spiritual realm, then definitely get Fragonia into their lives. Pop it in their nighttime diffuser. It's going to, like it does for me, I find it helps me breathe easier and it calms me down, but it'll also help them to feel more comfortable with their spirituality. Sometimes for little kids, the physical world can be scary enough, but if we can give them a bit of comfort about the spiritual world as well, Fragonia will help them to do that. If a child or you wants to connect, especially with their guardian angels, Fragonia is a great oil for helping to facilitate that connection and that link. I love Fragonia for a lesser known chakra known as the zeal chakra. So where is the zeal chakra? Well, put your hand on the back of your neck and just where your spine goes into your skull, there. It's sometimes referred to as the mouth of God, and it's an energy center which kind of brings in divine inspiration. So you know how something, oh, I've got a good idea. And that comes, well, that is the zeal chakra at work. When we find balance in that, we find that ideas and creativity come to us almost like divine inspiration. Whereas our crown chakra is very much about knowing our purpose and what we're meant to be doing, this is that inspiration. It can help with our abilities, our clairaudience, our clairsentience, our clairvoyance, and so on. It can help with astral travel, and it can actually, as we balance that, help us to have more vivid or lucid dreams, and also remember them and understand what they're actually leading us to do or wanting us to do, whether it be a release of something we've been holding to in the past, or some action we need to take to generate a really positive future. I must admit, I have such a strong connection to the aroma of Fragonia. I love to diffuse it and have it just by itself. But can you imagine what it would do in some really magical blends? So one that a good friend of mine here in Perth, Western Australia, taught me ages ago was combining that with Ravensara. Now Ravensara, whereas Fragonia is very much about heading to the light and acknowledging the light in that type of way, Ravensara allows us to feel comfortable in the dark. And so by combining them together, it allows us to feel comfortable in both the light and the dark, and the ebb and the flow between. So if you're looking for a bit of a yin-yang balance in your life, then try blending those two together. You can also blend Fragonia with other oils such as tea tree, sandalwood, kunzia, any of the kind of really earthy kind of ones can kind of ground it a bit more, or the floral ones can give it a really kind of uplifting aroma as well. If you want a really powerful blend for attracting that soul family that I was referring to before, try blending Fragonia with spikenard and jasmine. Either diffuse that around your home and create a space that invites your soul family to join you there, or anoint yourself in it when you're going out in places where you'll meet new people to start attracting people that will be in alignment with your soul destiny, and so that you kind of can meet them and connect with them deeper. And this trio of oils, spikenard, Fragonia and jasmine, will really help to do that. When I'm working with my Fragonia essential oil, I'll reach for other gifts of nature to help enhance that work. Now, the crystal I love working with when I'm using Fragonia doesn't come from Western Australia, although West Australian stones would probably be great. Purple mookaite might be one you try, but another one I really like is this. It's called Udiolite, and it's found exclusively in Russia. Now this is kind of the colour that resonates with that zeal chakra that I was talking about before. It's one of love, but it's of greater love, of divine love, of being in love with the universe as well. And as we work with both Udiolite and Fragonia, and almost the inside of the petals of Fragonia and the flowers are that colour as well, what you'll find is you'll get this real kind of feeling that we're all in this together and we're all going to be okay. All's well that ends well kind of thing. So Udiolite really helps to kind of uplift you in that way, just like Fragonia does. The animal guide that comes to me in meditation when I'm working with Udiolite in my hand and Fragonia inhaling it is the tawny frogmouth. Now this is a bird that some people think it's related to the owl, but it's a totally different family. Looks a bit like an owl, but found all throughout Australia. Very much, it's very well camouflaged, so it can help us to move in flow with the universe, but also as a hunter, it can also allow us to go and get what we need to when we need to. So sometimes we need to retreat, and tawny frogmouth will teach us how to do that, and Fragonia will nurture us while we do that, but then we need to step back out into the world. And tawny frogmouth is definitely not scared to, when it needs to, step out. Tawny frogmouth also in mythologies in Australia has a background of being associated with spiritual evolution and spiritual discoveries and new revelations and that type of thing. Just like the zeal chakra is associated with, and just like Fragonia can bring us as we work deeper with it and have more of that healing and start getting rid of some of that old rubbish, we can kind of level up. Fragonia will help us to do that, and tawny frogmouth is a really great animal to have around to guide you through those transitions and those initiations into new levels of your life. Now, then astrologically, I tend to associate Astrologically, I associate Fragonia sometimes with Venus and that nurturing of Venus, but the white and the red flowers could also give it a bit of lunar energy and also a bit of Mars energy as well. So when are the best days to work with Fragonia? There you go, the kookaburras. They are probably Monday, which is ruled by the moon, Tuesday, which is ruled by Mars, and Friday, which is ruled by Venus. So Fragonia is one of my favorite essential oils, possibly because I'm a little biased because I live near where it is native to. For me, it's my little bit of nature I can take as I travel around the world. Have you worked with Fragonia at all? What's your experience with it? Please share with us by leaving a comment in the section below. Remember also to subscribe to my channel. I'm putting out new content every week and you'll be the first to get the notifications of that. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.